How's it going, guys? I managed to pick up an Ioneer from the Indiegogo campaign. I'm actually really pleased with it at the minute, just to jump into things. It's been really fun, and because I've been used to modding these devices, such as the GPD Win 2, from my past videos, it was quite simple and straightforward to set up. So yeah, this video will be focusing on a few different tests on some games that I've been playing on it. As you can see, straight off the bat, we can play GTA 5 Portable, and check out that 63 FPS. Don't mind. The speakers aren't amazing, but with the Dolby Atmos add-on that we've managed to mod into it by using some guy's installer, they do sound a lot better than the stock ones. But I didn't actually know how big of a device this was going to be until I actually got it. As you can see here, this is a Switch, and you know what, it's around the same size as the Switch. The screen's 2 inches bigger though, and the Switch is a lot thinner because obviously the Switch doesn't have to have a PC inside of it. So let's move this. I was cleaning it out a second ago. It's quite thick, but for a portable device that can play GTA 5, it's pretty insane. So, and it also stands up by itself. I'm in our boat going down the Western Highway. I'll just give you some little bit of gameplay. Hey guys, I've just managed to set my tripod up. I just forgot I had one in the cupboard, so I thought I might as well get it out so I can actually show you some gameplay and you can see what it really can do. 15 watt GTA 5, all medium settings. I'll show you again because I can use it quickly now. This is completely unplugged, so it's not even on power anymore. All the advanced settings off. DirectX 11, Windows borderless, on. I'll just quickly go down through them for you again. Softest shadows as well. And let's go. Apologies if my gameplay isn't amazing. I have a big tripod in my face, and I don't normally play like this. So hopefully you can see the FPS in the corner there. It's a great mission to show off the capabilities of the Win. I mean the Neo. Sorry, Win. You aren't this good. Although I haven't tried the Win 3, but to be fair, the Neo takes it on design because the Win screen's too small. Once you see this 7-inch screen, you will never want to go back to a smaller screen. I feel like this has ruined Switch gaming for me now, so I feel like I will not be able to play the Switch anymore. Maybe Nintendo's first-party games, but as far as third-party games go, no way. They will be played on the Neo. This is a challenge, isn't it? Holy shit. Oh, that's Franklin. Sorry, Franklin, I'm trying to multitask here. Holy shit. Got him. The included grips are actually surprisingly good. It's not like a case on the whole system. It's 2 side grips that you stick onto the back of the Switch. The Neo, I keep getting the words wrong. So you stick them on the back of the Neo itself, and with a piece of tape, and they're really sturdy. Sorry, I got to fucking drop Jimmy in. And they're actually really sturdy. They haven't felt wobbly or anything, so pretty happy with that. And they add a lot of extra comfort. It's very comfy now to hold. So yeah, I was feeling like maybe your thumb would get cramped, you know, if you didn't have them on. A bit like the Switch, really, but here we go, straight into a cutscene, and I think we've lost the boat because the car ends up breaking down, doesn't it? Oh, Alright, so I think you get the idea. It's great. Easily playable handhelds. And surprisingly doesn't get too hot. I didn't want to bog up my screen with afterburner stuff, but if I'm feeling the back now, it's just a really light, warm touch. Just a warm touch. The fan's obviously hot, but it's blowing out all the heat. So I'm going to come back on a different game, and I'll see you guys in a second. Yo, so we're back, guys. Whilst I was waiting for this device to come, I was looking at some gameplay videos people were putting on, and no one seems to play Fallout New Vegas, even though it's one of the best games going. So today I'm going to do everyone a favour and share Fallout New Vegas on this device. I already got a save, of course, I've been playing it. The only thing I will say is, some games that require in-game keyboard stuff are a bit awkward to get running. So when I had to input his name, it kind of bugged out and froze the game, so I had to just go with the default name. I'm sure there's a keyboard button here, so maybe if you press that, the keyboard will come up, you'll be alright. So I'm in 5 Watt Tdp at the minute because that's what I run on the home screen. And then when I come into game, I've got it mapped using a program called Power something. It's all in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord when yours comes, everything's in there. It's been the best place to set up mine. So yeah, if I hold this, the shoulder buttons, both shoulder buttons, and hold down for about 4 seconds, maybe to 4 seconds, you see our FPS shot up there, because we're now running at 13 Watt Tdp. So it's really seamless. It just happens like without any flashes or anything. It's great. So at 13 Watt Tdp, we're getting around 45. This is on, I forgot to show you guys the settings, it's a bit awkward in Fallout. This is running on about high. I'd say there's ultra, there's very high, then there's high, then there's medium. This is running around high settings. So definitely not the lowest, not medium, it's around high. I know there's quite a lot of sliders you can mess about with in these games, but I haven't really messed about with a lot of sliders. I left them medium, midway, and most of the settings are either on medium or high, but 13 Watt Tdp will get you around 2.5 hours to 3 hours, so I mean, as you can see, it's completely playable. If you wanted to bump it to 60, just jump up to 15 watt. I tend not to run any higher than 15 watt unless I'm docked, otherwise it's not worth it. You get around 1.5 hours battery life, and I mean, if you're happy with that amount of battery life, sure, but I want to try and maximise the amount of battery life I get. So I don't even know what the hell's attacking me right now, let's find out. But yeah, what the hell, this is portable Fallout. You know, we was all waiting for the Switch to get portable Fallout, but who needs that? Oh, it's these mantis rays. See, this will run, I know it's more expensive, so I can't really compare it to a Switch, but everything you imagine that a Switch could run, this runs it better. And at a higher resolution. I know 800p is not very high, but in the grand scheme of things, on a screen like this, it literally looks sharp. It looks great. As you can see, really, that's going to attack me, isn't it? Oh, now it's charging at me. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh my god, sorry. I think they must have been related. I'm going to die. And I killed myself. Awesome. When the game loads back, you'll be able to see the SSD in action. I'm running a... I can't remember the name of it. It's got the black... It's got the whole black casing. The black edition or something. I can't remember the actual brand, but it's been great. Really fast loading games, as you just saw. We'll just fast travel. I'll show you how quick. Look at how quickly the... It's so weird to see a portable Pip-Boy in it. Right, I'll just jump back to Goodsprings. You can see the fast travel time. Pretty instantaneous, really. Imagine trying to fast travel on a Switch. You'd be sat there for a good minute and a bit. So in Goodsprings, there's a bit more going on, like the saloons, lightings, the dust trails. They drop you down to around 50, but then we're straight back up. It's hovering around 50 to 55. And when you go inside, it's a locked 60. Actually, that's bullshit because there's God rays coming in through the window. But in most indoor areas, it's pretty locked at 60. Like I say, this is 13 Watt Tdp, so I'm getting a decent amount of battery life. And I can manage with the occasional drop to 50 FPS. So, yeah. I know it's the starting area, but at least it's better than nothing. Which is what we had on YouTube at the minute, unless someone's uploaded randomly a Fallout New Vegas gameplay thing. But, yeah guys, have fun playing Fallout New Vegas handheld. So, one of my favourite games to try and run on handheld devices, because it's very, very open-ended. Like, the Source engine is such a good engine to run on handheld laptops, handhelds, portables, PCs. It doesn't seem to have any issues. I know it's an old game, but still. Anyway, Half-Life 2 surprisingly runs absolutely ridiculously insanely good, right? I haven't even... See, like I told you before, I start on the desktop. I'm in a dark scene, so I've got this reflective screen protector on. In person, it isn't anywhere near this reflective. Oh shit. Alright guys, let's mow them down. I love the ragdoll physics on the Source engine too. Yeah, anyway, so this is running at 5 Watt Tdp. 5 Watt Tdp, yeah, that's right. And you'd be surprised when I show you the settings. It is jerky, janky, drops down to about 40, so, but this is 5 Watt Tdp will nab you about 4 to 5 hours. I'd say around 5 hours. 5 hours of nearly ultra settings, Half-Life 2. Above 30 FPS. Now, that's loading in different areas, but if we hold these, jump it up, that's just flashed me in the face. Now, locked 60, we're running at 9 Watt Tdp. So at 9 Watt Tdp, you can play Half-Life, you get around 3.5 hours of battery life, 60 FPS. Who doesn't love replaying Half-Life 2? Like I say, I seem to run it on every single device I get, which was including that really cool NVIDIA Shield portable handheld Android device, you know, that had the fat controller. It was like, had exclusives like Half-Life and Portal. Recognise this? Well, if you're a JRPG fan, you should do. Otherwise, go and play this now. So, everyone knows Persona 4 Golden played on the Vita. Really well, actually. And obviously the Vita's got a nicer screen, blah, blah, blah. It's OLED, whatever. But the Vita's also got a tiny screen compared to this. Look at this beast. As no surprise, let me just load up my save. And also this is running through Steam, so you get the achievements, blah, blah, blah. PC version looks nicer anyway, because obviously it's got better processors, blah, blah, than a PS Vita, obviously. But it also runs really well. This is basically ultra settings. I don't know if I can show you that. Let me just bring up the settings, graphics. So high, high, on, high, it's basically ultra settings. I can't go any higher than this. Confirm, just to make sure that it's confirmed. Let me just put it into 13 Watt Tdp. I'm pretty sure that's gone into 13 Watt Tdp. Just let me hold it a second, a bit longer. Right, that's definitely in 13 Watt Tdp. And you can see this. Let's just go upstairs. So this isn't a ridiculously hard game to run, but for some reason, some of the effects and stuff really do have an effect on the graphics. As you can see, we're running it pretty seamlessly. It does jump around a lot for some reason. I don't know why it's so inconsistent, but because of the style of the game, a lot of it's turn-based, a lot of it's walking around town. You don't need to have the biggest reaction times. It plays great. I mean, I just wanted to show it off because I love this game, but I'm trying to show off games that not many people have shown off, so if you have any recommendations or want to see anything in action, just give me a message in the comment section. And I'll see if I can get the game running on this device. I'm pretty sure a lot of the games will be able to be running on this device. Maybe not the AAA brand new games, but I mean, for what it is, I mean, look at it. Sadly, the triggers aren't analog, but oh well. I have seen the One X player, but to me that looks too big. This is big. Don't get me wrong, this is big, but for the size of it, it's still portable. I feel like that One X player would be bordering on not portable, and you'd look a bit ridiculous with it in person if you're in a public area. If you give a shit about that, but it's up to you guys. I mean, that is running a completely different processor, and I kind of want to say the AMD would be a lot more power efficient and wouldn't thermal throttle or anything, but because Intel's known to do that, isn't it? But I haven't used it, so I can't really say anything about that. Anyway, this is very text heavy, so I just wanted to show it off. This is 13 Watt Tdp. I can just quickly go into 15 Watt Tdp. Sometimes it doesn't have a massive effect on the frame rate. Yeah, you can see it's hovering around 50 to just drop there. It's very weirdly inconsistent, but yeah, it just hit 60 there. It didn't do that before. Let me just put it back in there. There we go. In fact, let's put it in 9 Watt Tdp, so what happens. So there you go, it's in 9 Watt Tdp now. Still playable, and you get extra battery life. So with 9 Watt Tdp AC, you could probably get around 3.5 hours of battery life. Best thing about this device is it charges extra fast as well. With the 60 watt included power supply, it charges in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just as a summary, guys, I just want to say, look how sick this wallpaper is. The guys over at the Ioneer Discord have got a whole folder full of different games with the sick logo on it, so it looks awesome. It really does look like a sick device. I'm planning on cleaning up the home screen so it looks clean, because I mainly access my games from the browsers themselves, the game services themselves. So, yeah guys, I'm going to do some emulation on it next, and if you want to see any games running, give me a shout and I'll do a second video. Alright, in a bit.